Hello everybody and welcome. It's been about 3 months since I last did a PO Box video and I've accumulated a lot of things. So here's the stuff that's made the cut that I'm going to share with you. Now, I have a lot of fashion items to get through here, so I'm going to start with something else. I'm going to start with this. Now, this is the new fragrance from YSL. It's called Y. Now, they brought out a very similar fragrance this time last year, which is an eau de toilette. So this one is an eau de parfum, which basically means, and now I'm not a fragranceologist, made that word up, but to my limited knowledge, basically means it lasts longer and it's a deeper fragrance. Now, fun story about this fragrance, I was the first person in the world outside of YSL people to have it because I worked with them last year on it. And I made really good friends with the guy who's in charge called Ewan. He's a really lovely guy. And he wanted me to also be the first person in the world to get this fragrance too. So he sent me this a while ago. Full disclosure though, it went to my PO box and I didn't check my PO box for about a month. So it was sent to me very early, but I didn't receive it until about a week ago. It's lovely though. So where the last fragrance is very fresh and has lots of citrus notes with woody underneath, this is the same, but it lasts longer and it feels a bit deeper. I actually compared them this morning, and this one certainly is deeper and kind of like more luxurious, I'm gonna say, which may be a weird word for a fragrance, but it does feel like there's more going on. I like it a lot. Can't describe fragrances, but it's good. I'm wearing it today. Next up, I'm going to talk about this. This is from Shiseido Men and it's called a Deep Cleansing Scrub. I don't usually scrub my face that often. I do exfoliate. It's really important to exfoliate because if you don't, all your dead skin cells just kind of cling to your face. They can block your pores, they can lead to spots and also make you look really dull. However, usually I use something that's a bit more chemically, so it sort of melts the stuff away. The reason being, when you use kind of gritty things on your face, you can actually damage your skin a bit and make yourself all red and sore, and you tend to sort of go for it, which isn't ideal. However, if like me, you have a beard, it's harder to get the dead skin cells out from underneath your beard, and it can get clogged up and it can lead to ingrowing hairs. So I've had this for about a month and I've been using it probably like 2, 3, 4 times a week in my beard, and actually it is really good at clearing out dead skin cells from underneath and sort of getting any grub out from inside your beard. So worth thinking about scrubbing if you're a bearded guy like me. Oh, this, I really like this, and it's got my name on it, engraved, it says Jim. Now, as you'll know, I've talked about it a lot. I am trying to just be a better human being to the planet and reduce my impact. Part of that means using much less plastic. Now, I already have one of these, but it has seen better days. Have to be honest, I haven't washed it either because I don't know if they can go in the dishwasher or not. So I just kind of use it continuously and sort of think, it's always got water in it, right? Water's clean, so I haven't washed it. So maybe I was due a new one. This is from Hydrate Mate. What I love about them is they keep your water cool. So my water in this office, weirdly, is particularly warm. It always comes out warm, and it also tastes a little bit funny, whereas the water in my house is just nicer. So I fill up from my house in the morning, and if I'm working from here, it stays cool for up to 12 hours. And also plastic free and just reusable and better for the world. This guy here is a little box that contains a portable shaving kit, which I'm obsessed with. Now, if you remember in my monthly favorites, which went up maybe a month, 6 weeks ago, I mentioned that I shave with a double-edged safety razor along sort of the edges of my beard and kind of neat and tidy bits. The razor I'm using is from Maramco. Now, they also sent me this. This is like a portable shaving kit minus the razor, because the razor kind of comes with me. So basically I have this bowl here which pops open like that. How cool is that? So it goes flat and then pops open when you want to use it. Genius. I've got some shaving cream here. This one's called the Morning After. I do lots of different ones. And then I have my brush. So whenever I'm traveling, if I need to have a little freshen up, it's really simple and really easy. I just think it's kind of a nice little luxury item that can come around the world with you. And it's fun because it does that. Big fan. Up next, I have a vinyl by Weezer, which is really weird. This came from my friend Dougie Pointer. You may remember I did a video with him not long ago because he bought out a fashion brand called Polonius. Now, he sent me this along with a few items. I don't even own a record player, and if I did, I wouldn't play this EP, but I think it was more the point that his whole brand is based on music and musicians and really cool bands. I've kind of gone a bit sort of Kurt Cobain at the moment. So I'm actually wearing one of the cardigans today that he sent me. So I got given a cardigan, a t-shirt, and a jumper, and an EP. No, I'm not going to listen to. But the cardigan's really cool. It's kind of like a tealy, aquamarine type colour, and it's got like a slight sheen to it. And I just feel like wearing it with a graphic t-shirt and ripped jeans like I am today is sort of super Kurt Cobain, very 90s, which is really in at the minute. I took a photo on my Instagram, so I'll post it on here somewhere so you can see it, so you know, get a better look. But also he sent me this t-shirt, which is super cool, and again I feel very sort of rock and roll, and then this jumper as well, which is a plain black jumper with I forget what flowers these are. He did tell me in the video we did, and I forget now. But that's kind of like a running theme throughout the collection. It's really cool. I'm going to do these shoes next because Manolo Blahnik have just kind of stepped out, see, shoe, into men's shoes, which I don't think they've done before. These are beautiful. They are kind of a suede brogue, and I haven't even put them on my, well I did, I tried them on, but I haven't stepped outside them yet because it's been really warm and I haven't been wearing suits lately, and this is definitely kind of a suity type shoe, but as soon as I wear a suit, I'm going to rock these. They're kind of like a grey, yeah, I'd say like a dusty grey type colour, and they are beautiful, and looking forward to wearing them. Next up, I have a polo with a big polo written on it and a bear. This came from Wimbledon. So I went to Wimbledon with Ralph Lauren, and they sent me this shirt. In fact, they didn't even send it to me. It came with a goodie bag when I got there. It's really cool. And on the back, it says 18, as in 2018, and then my name. So Ralph Lauren are kind of like one of the main sponsors of Wimbledon. I love Wimbledon. It's one of my favorite events of the year. And now I've got a teddy bear polo to remember it by. Next up, we're talking this t-shirt. Now, this t-shirt is from a brand called Son of a Tailor, which I've been wearing a lot recently. And it appears they know I've been wearing it a lot because I've tagged them a few times in Instagram posts. And then they just sent me this guy here. Now, basically with Son of a Tailor, it's the nearest you can get to bespoke t-shirts. You go on the website, you put in all your measurements, and you can adjust it in any way you want. So I'm basically a medium, but a very tall medium, and I've got long arms. So I just adjusted sort of the armhole length and the length of the actual t-shirt and the neckline. And now my size is on file. I've got about 4 white t-shirts, I've got 2 black, I've got a navy, I've got a couple of grey. And then obviously I've been wearing them a lot, so they discovered me and they sent me this guy. So they do bring out new ranges. They brought out some polos recently, and then this stripy guy here. And because it's now my size exactly, I know it fits me like a charm. And just really cool, really wearable, great with jeans, super cash. Now this t-shirt here came along with an email. The PR people at Rag & Bone emailed me saying that they had this t-shirt because it was kind of for a really good cause. There are, did you know this, fewer than 4,000 tigers left in the wild now. So Rag & Bone teamed up with Discovery and WWF to create Project Cat, which is running, it's finished now unfortunately, but it's running between the 15th and the 29th of July, where you could buy one of these t-shirts and kind of a percentage of the money goes to towards Project Cat to help kind of save tigers. It's a really cool t-shirt, but also just stands for something major, and I think that's great. So although it's too late to talk about it now really, I just wanted to share it with you because it's an important thing. Us humans are doing terrible things sometimes, so it's nice to see that other people are trying to make up for that and fix the problems that we are creating by destroying habitats and poaching tigers and stuff. Final 2 things. This I am absolutely obsessed with. It comes from Sandro, and it is a tan coloured suede jacket. And it's been much too warm to wear it lately, but I've been wearing it anyway because I really like it. I have worn this with t-shirts, I've worn it with like casual shirts, I'm wearing it with jeans, I'm wearing it with trousers. It's just one of those pieces that is gonna last forever and actually will look better with time as it starts to wear a bit like around the elbows, and kind of as your arms move it will patina a bit and it will just look lovely. Again, I've taken an Instagram in it, so I'll post that somewhere so you can see. It's just one of those bits that is so handy and will be with you for a long time, so expect to see me in this often and frequently. And my final thing is a denim jacket, but wait a second, because there's not any denim jacket. Pow! So I went to a thing with Tommy Hilfiger recently, I actually worked with him on it, where Lewis Hamilton has his own collection that's coming out soon. There was a whole party, it's kind of a mystery party, no one knew he was going to announce that, but there was this dude there that was hand painting lots of kind of really cool illustrations and designs on the back of jackets, and I was flabbergasted at how amazing and talented he was. And then a few days later, this turned up in my PO box. Now, I promise I wasn't kind of dropping hints, but I was there with someone from Tommy, and I think I was so taken back at the guy's talent. I was like, wow, that's so cool. And I think the person I was with from Tommy was like, right, all right. And then a few days later, this turned up in my PO box. And not only is it like a really cool item, and not only is it hand done and it looks wicked, for me, it's kind of like something I was at, which is really cool. I was saying to my wife the other day, what I really like about the fact that I've got so many clothes is that a lot of them have a story behind them, and because I do so much stuff in the world of fashion, I tend to come home with an item every time, and it's almost like a memorabilia for me. So she keeps saying, well, you get rid of some stuff, and I do get rid of a lot, but a lot of it has memories for me, so I like to sort of take it with me and wear it again and stuff. Anyway, and this is one of those items that kind of transcends denim jackets and goes into sort of the memory banks. Anyway, on that really ridiculous note, I'm going to end this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.